What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Lawn and Order landscaping video. My name is Micajah, and we've got some prep work to do. So Ryan's in the machine pulling out all the stumps, rocks, boulders that are in the way, and we've got a full-on landscape install going on. So stick around, enjoy it, and we're gonna get busy. So it's been a few days since I checked in with you guys last. I wanted to give the guys a little bit of a head start, keep things exciting and interesting for you all. We've got a deck being put back together. Client didn't want to go super all out with it. We wanted to take what we had, rebuild it so it's safe and enough for the kids to enjoy, but nothing super duper extravagant. It's off in the corner of our property and not kind of a huge concern. Excuse me. Aside from that, you'll notice all the wood chips I was standing in are gone. There was a cherry tree in this corner. That is also gone, and we've had these massive, absolutely massive, about 6 inches thick. I think these things are about 500–600 pound slabs going in for this staircase over here. Also, on a really random side note, some of the landscaping here, it's all Japanese like we like to plant, but it's been here for a super long time. So you see this guy behind me? Of course, its name totally escapes me now that I've pulled out the camera, but these guys actually come in like small little 1-gallon pots. They're about the size of a soccer ball, and it's about 7–8 feet tall at this point. So I'm quite impressed. I've never seen one this big, which is really awesome to see. So as large and as cumbersome as these flagstones are to move around, compared to your average flagstone stepper, a lot of times if you have flagstone steppers, they will manage to wiggle loose as you set them on mulch or even into dirt rather. With erosion and rain, things like that, they do manage to wiggle themselves loose with time. It's just kind of the name of the game. But when you take these flagstones, which are maybe even 600 pounds at this point, given their size, about 6 to 8 inches thick, about 18 inches, maybe even 24 deep, 36 inches wide. They don't move. They're set into a road bond gravel, and you know they provide what's essentially a concrete step. They're perfectly squared off for the most part. They got a little bit of a jagged edge to them to give them that stone feel, but for the most part they're squared off in comparison to your average flagstone, and their weight's really going to hold them in place for the test of time and potentially even outlast the house, which is what we're going for. We want this thing to be well used. It's pool access behind me, so there's going to be a lot of foot traffic. And we just want this thing to be here, for it to be safe, for it to last, and for it to do its thing. Be a step, not a roller coaster. So whatever it takes, even if it's a heavy step to move around, we want this thing to stay put, and that's exactly what it's gonna do. The guys also managed to scrape off what ended up being about 10 to 14 inches worth of wood chips, surprisingly enough. There's actually a little bit of a drainage trench buried under those wood chips, which is kind of exciting to see, honestly. Foundation slope's pretty nice, grades away from the house, funneling it into this channel that I'm standing in, but I don't know that 14 inches worth of chips was the way to go about it. But at least it was formed into this trench, which will pour all the moisture away and keep the house nice and safe. you've ever talked to anybody who does stonework, you'll learn that it's a puzzle, and you get about 20 rocks, 15 of them will work, and finding out the order of those 15 is a challenge in and of itself. So you'll find an occasional rock that doesn't fit, swap it out for another, keep on rolling.